LordSkunk.com, baby. We are going live. We got a money auction draft on Yahoo going right now. You do not want to miss this action. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm going to go camera out on this one, though, because I want to be focused on the draft. This is not just a snake. This is an actual auction. So I want to make sure that, that I can focus in on it. But I am here. We are going to be giving commentary when I can. But you're going to be able to witness everything that's going on here. You're going to be able to see what's going on in the draft. You'll be able to see who's doing what and what's going where. So here we go. In the meantime, let's jump into a video for you real quick. We're going to go with Jack for draft day, okay? Because we're jacked.
I'm Jack for draft day. Yeah, can't wait to slay. Clock's ticking down, time to make my way. Stacking up my squad, gonna win my way. No guts, no glory, we don't do no delay. Line up, locked eyes wide, ready to explode. Scouting all the sleepers, chasing that gold. Trade block lit, waiver wire on fire. Draft boards popping, rising higher and higher. The thoughts feel the rush, it's a dynasty dance. Picking champs, making moves, never leave it to chance. From QB to RB, wideouts on the chase. Every pick's a power play, it's a high stakes race. I'm Jack for draft day, yeah, can't wait to slay. Clock's ticking down, time to make my way. Stacking up my squad, gonna win my way. No guts, no glory, we don't do no delay. And premium flex, gotta get it right. Superflex dreams under the spotlight. Taxi squad ready, rookies in the zone, building legacies. This league my throne, no time for slacking, gotta draft like a king. Every pick counts, hear that victory ring. Rivalries growing, banter's on the rise. Jack for draft day, see the fire in my eyes. I'm Jack for draft day, yeah, can't wait to slay. Clock's ticking down, time to make my way. Stacking up my squad, gonna win my way. No guts, no glory, we don't do no delay. We don't do no delay. No guts, no glory, we don't do no delay. Time for slacking, gotta draft like a king. Every pick counts, hear that victory ring. Rivalries growing, banter's on the rise. Jack for draft day, see the fire in my eyes. I'm Jack for draft day, yeah, can't wait to slay. Clock's ticking down, time to make my way. Stacking up my squad, gonna win my way.
All right, and we're back. We're back there. For those of you just tuning in, we are doing a live auction draft. We're going to be drafting on Yahoo. This is a money league, baby. This is a prize league. Super jacked for it. I love auction drafts. That's actually my favorite draft of all time. So I've got about 6 minutes. So I'm going to be camera out on this one, guys. I'm going to be focused in, 100% locked in on what's going on. There is no downtime on auction drafts until you run out of money, right? There is no downtime, so it's going to be fast action. I got to pay attention all the time. I love it. Throw up in the chat if you've done auction drafts or what your thoughts are on auction drafts. I've been doing actually, I don't think I've done any auction drafts for fantasy football this year. I think I've done all snake. So this will be my first auction draft here. So I'm pumped for it, guys. I wait all year for fantasy football, but I wait even more for fantasy football auction drafts, baby. It's going to be straight jack. So I'll be in and out. I'll be focused here, but I will be trying to give you commentary. Feel free to leave in the chat what's up. Say what's up. Let me know what's going on. If you got questions or if you've done auction draft or what your thoughts are on auction draft, I'd like to know. And who's following, man? Who's here? Who's watching? If you're watching this and you're in one of the Lord Skunk, Dynasty Baller, or No Guts No Glory leagues, let me know what's up, man. Say what's up. All right, I'm back. I'm back here. We're gonna be kicking off in less than 2 minutes. So I did a mock earlier. This auction drafts are hard to mock for. They're super hard because there's such a human element to auction drafts. But I did a stars and scrubs um, strategy, and I got Bijan and Jamar Chase. I ended up actually getting. I messed around. And I had I ended up getting Lamar Jackson, and I also got Joe Burrow. I don't know why I did. I should have waited because Pat Mahomes went for like $4. No, sorry. I got Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow, so it was kind of crazy. I was just messing around, and then after I did that, I kind of went on auto, just let it did its thing. But yeah, no, this is legit, man. This is fun. I absolutely love it. These are looks like everybody is coming on right now too. There's only one person, Frostbite Brian, who's auto picking right now. It looks like, so hopefully he gets here. He's got about a minute, so hopefully he'll get on. Have a full bore draft room of folks here. So again, I'm camera out on this. I'm going to be focused less on. I got to really be focused in on what's going on, but I'll try to give you commentary where I can. But you can see everything that's going on. You'll be able to see all the picks. You'll be able to say who picks where, and what's going on here. So here we go. Here we go. We're 10 seconds away. 10 seconds away. Here we go. Nico Collins is going right now. They want to get that Nico. We got no auto pickers here too. This is great. This is perfect. This is what you want if you're doing auction draft. You get the bots in here, they throw everything off. They throw everything off. Dude, these guys are going banana over. Not bad though. I mean, we're kind of setting the tone right now. We're setting the tone for this auction. We're kind of seeing what everybody's doing, kind of feeling people out. Okay, here we go. Now they're just being dumb. Okay. Now they're just seeing who's going to pick what up. So that's why I love humans, man. You do with the bots. The one bot in here, one auto pick, throw everything off. So this is legit. Here we go. Oh wow, they're going big money on the kicker, man. The quick kick and win the league. Here we go. Puka Nakua. That's probably pretty good money for Puka, but we're gonna let people in, man. We're gonna let people in. Auction in always in. It's always on. There's no messing around here. So people are smart here because what they're doing is they're putting these people in, and you see the average there is 48 for Puka. He went for 41. So here we go. Here we go with Jamar Chase now. Now we're gonna see. Now you're gonna start seeing some bids. Now you're gonna start seeing some bids. Okay, we got our bid in. Our first bid. If we get Chase here, which I didn't think we would, if we got Chase there, then we got to be super strategic. I'm going to assume Chase is probably going to go for 71 to $72. I would think. If we get it for 65, I think we got a steal on that. My internal was trying wanting to be around 60, so to pay $5 over on that. There'll be people you'll watch. They'll be paying more than that on some people there that I wouldn't pay. You'll see. You'll see as we go through this. Okay, Kittle's up right now. Kittle's a good one. Kittle's a good pick here. Um, it's good to throw him out now to kind of see because people are like, nah, I don't want to spend all my money on tight end right now, so he might go low. Let's see if he really goes in that $30 range, that'll be crazy. But I think right now, see, look at this. He's kind of topping out right there. They're starting to slow down on bids at the low 20s. Here we go. Let's see if they get him to 30, then I'm happy with that because I'd love to get $30 off the board right now. 25. See, swipe him. Smart. They're gonna swipe him for 25 yeah, that was pretty good. I gotta admit that was pretty good. That was a good move there. But I don't want to jump in. I don't want to get risky. I don't want to get silly with the bids too early or try to bid people up because man, I have stuff dropped on me before and I somebody didn't bite. I thought they were going to bite and they didn't bite. Josh Allen would be good here, but I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go for Josh Allen. It's just too much money. I think you can get better quarterbacks later for cheaper. I would love to get him. And I would love to get him for around this money right here, around a 27, 28, 29. But I can't invest 29, $30 right now. We got Jamar Chase. I'm gonna tell you a little secret here. We're gonna try to get Bijan. We're gonna try to get Bijan and Jamar Chase. That's kind of what our goal is here. We're gonna see if we can do it. Good money for Allen. Right money there. I just didn't want to pay that. I didn't want to pay the 29. So I'd rather save that money and be able to use that elsewhere within the draft. Barkley at 40, okay. That's probably not bad money for Barkley. Barkley, I probably got somewhere around like the 45 to 47 range would be where I would have Barkley. I don't want to pick up Barkley though. I don't want him in this draft, so I'm not going to get on this even if he goes for less than that. But that's kind of what I was earmarking him at was around the 45 to 47. It looks like he's probably going to go for a little bit more even than what I was thinking. So that's good. I mean, they're projecting him at $60 with an average of 66. I think that's way high for Barkley. I'm just trying to avoid Barkley. I don't think I have Barkley in any of my leagues, at least any of my normal leagues. I might have him in a couple of best ball leagues, but I don't think I have him in any of my main leagues. I'm just too worried about that Madden curse with CMC last year. So last year when I was doing auction drafts, I was targeting either Tyreek and CD or CMC and CD or Tyreek. So it's kind of how I was going with it. And obviously that didn't pay off super well for me. Careful with these auction drafts too, because you don't want to invest too big. I feel very good with Chase. I feel good about that one. Here we go. We're in the money now. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Let's just let them work. Let's just let them work all the bids out of their system. Let's just let them get everything out of their system. Let them really think they're going to have a shot. They're going, man. They're going on Bijan, man. They want Bijan. I might have to ball out or bail out on Bijan potentially here, just because I don't know if he gets a little more, um, we could be in trouble. So we got to be careful. We can't get too silly with it. We can't get too silly. Rocky minute 3. I was dead. Oh, dang. We got it. We did it. That was our goal, boys. That was our goal. That was our goal, boys, right there was to get Bajan and to get Jamar Chase. Wow. Okay, so now typically what I like to do is I like to nominate players I don't necessarily want. to spend that money and get it off the board. So let's get that money up there. Get him. If you can get him for 20 bucks, something like that. Get him off the board. Tyreek, this is retribution for last year for all of me bidding him up for $71, $72 last year. Get him off. Get him off the board. $13 for Tyreek. That's not bad. I mean, that's. I really want him to get up to about 20. I'd like to get about 20 bucks off the board right now, if we can. I don't know if he's going to go up there or not. Seems like he's going to top out at 15, but oh no, maybe we'll get it. We might get it. We might get it. So probably as far as quarterback, we're going to be looking maybe like a Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes, we could go for. We could go with Dak. We could go with Dak for sure. We could go with T-Law. We got some options there. I'm not going to spend big. So Jalen Hurts is probably going to go for around $20 to $25. You're going to around 15. You're going to have Lamar go for probably around 35 to 30, somewhere in there. Drake London's a good one. We like to get on Drake if we can. We can't go too crazy though. Kind of see where this goes. We really need to be around the low 30s on Drake to make it make sense for us. And Drake he might go significantly more than that. So we'll see. We'll see where they go. We'll see kind of where they get done with his base. We're already getting close, kind of to our limit here on what we would do on him. We're going to get it at 34. That's about the limit there. We don't really want to go past that on Drake. We're really looking for value now. If you're going to go for this strategy where you want to get to target two high level targets, two high value targets, then you're going to want to definitely make sure that you live. You're very, very, very cognizant of your spending and make sure that you're budgeting right and you're looking for value now. So you can pull this off with Jamar Chase, and you can still get some really good other players. You just have to look for value. So like Brian Thomas Jr. here, I'm gonna get it in the action on him. But if I was, I would have to be like, yeah, she's already way out of the range I would want to be on him. I'd have to be at like at worst case like high 30s. So we're out. We're out on BTJ. Okay, so they're getting him up there then. JJ. He's not one that I've been targeting, so I don't think we're already right there on the money that would put on JJ. So we're out on him at this point. Oh wow, they're going way up on him. Okay, they're gonna go. They're gonna get up to like Jamar Chase level. Now I need to switch here too. I need to switch over to my max bid. I need to see what my max is. So if you come down here, my max is 60. So that's the highest bid that I can right now is 60. So like I went for JJ, I could have went for him there, but no budget there. So CD Lamb be a good one to get in the high 40s. Perfectly in the mid to low 40s would be great. But I think he's going to go well beyond that. Yeah, he's out of our range now. We're really looking for value at this point. It's got to be value. going. I see what they messing. Okay, Jameer Gibbs is gonna be out of our range too. I don't want to target him anyways. So these guys over here that haven't picked anybody up yet, you might think like, or in their mind, they're thinking like, oh wow, like I'm really gonna have a bunch of value. They will, but they're also missing out on some key players that they should, at least throw their hat in the ring on. I've tried this strategy. I don't like it. I didn't like my builds. Don't get me wrong. You kind of feel good midway through the draft when a lot of people are out of money, and you're like, "Oh, I'm getting this person, I'm getting that person." But if you have any left at the end, it's such a wasted deal. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out with them. But Gianti, man, they're going on Gianti, man. They're going off on Gianti right now. This might be one. This might be one to jump it out for. No, he's going to be over what we want to spend. Our max for him, our max. Hmm. We're gonna throw a bit on Pacheco there. We're gonna throw a bit on him for 14. To add Pacheco with Bijan for 14. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty fair money. I think that's pretty good money. CMC, CMC, I would have to be in like the $40 range, so I know I'm not going to get CMC. Like, there's no way. I've already jumped over what I could be. So that's why somebody like Pacheco makes sense. Great money. I paid a heck of a lot more for CMC last year, and I'm assuming he's probably going to get somebody a little bit more points than what he got me last year. AJ Brown. AJ, nice one to pair up with Jamar Chase. Yeah, we can't let him go for that cheap. We can't let him go that cheap. They can't steal AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? We can't let them just take. There they go. There they go. Let's nominate somebody I don't want, and that so let's put Brock in there. Get like 30 bucks off the board. That's what we're trying to get right now. We're just trying to get like 30 bones off the board. I have zero interest in buying dollars, and that's just dollars off the board right now. Derrick Henry. Not interested in Derrick Henry. Way over what I would have had him marked for. I'd have him at high 30s maybe. So he's $10 over what I would have bid at. Here they go. They're getting way up too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's probably going to do great this year. I don't know if he's going to do the 326 points this year, but I mean, he's ranked points last and he's still running back 4. So I think that's probably realistic and that's probably attainable as long as he stays healthy. So, but I wouldn't pay 49. Trey McBride. Another one here that I'm just really not interested in. I'm not interested in tight ends this early. I'm not interested in spending on tight ends. Yeah, get another $30 off the board with Trey McBride. That's great. Perfect. Perfect. She rise. Probably a good value at $8. Honestly. Yeah, I was gonna say that'd been crazy, dude, if they just let him slide like that. I'm gonna have to get, I'll put my mouse up there to get ready to get in on that one. I'm like, nah, you can't for $8. $10 is pretty dang good there. I mean for I know he's gonna have some type of suspension, but Amon Ross, St. Brown. I just haven't been interested in Amon Ross last couple of years. I just haven't. I haven't. He's going to be up out of the range I would have him at anyways. So I had him high 30s. So no value there. If I can get him for like low 30s or high 20s, yeah, I would definitely be interested. up, man. Did you get it up to around 50, huh? There you go. Get it done. That's another one I wouldn't mind getting. There we go. Got a little bit of value there. This is by week. By week 14, Pacheco is 10 and Bijan is 5. So pretty good there. Vlad. There's Vlad much. So once you get going through these and people start burning up their money, you're going to get down to where you can pick up some wide receivers pretty inexpensively. I know you got people like this Frostbite Brian guy that's got a lot of money on the board, smart player, Starman. Both of them have a lot of money, so they're going to be able to swipe some people. Mike's something as well. He's got it. Actually, this one right here, this one, ooh, this one right here, we're going to get on. We're going to get on Jalen Warren for sure. Definitely going to get in. I would $10 for Warren. Let's see what we can get him for. See if we can make it work here. Let him go here. Swiped him, we would have took him, but We play at 20. After 20, we're out. I'm kind of hoping we don't get. Would have been the most. That would have been it. That would have been the absolute most. So, time to nominate a player. We're going to do something absolutely crazy here. We're going to do something bananas. JCM, baby. JCM. Here we go. Here we go. Watch him go crazy. I knew it. I knew I was going to get him a 6. All right, GTM for 8. There you go. Bookmark that one. JCM might be the best possible play, or that might have been the worst possible play. I don't know. Our max bid right now $6. So we're at the end of our rip, but I feel pretty good about it. I think we got a pretty good core with Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, Pacheco, Hubbard, and then we even got JCM. Not too bad. I'm not feeling too bad about it. Told you Lamar's probably going to go for around 30. I think around 30. They go cheaper than that. That's a good value. I feel pretty good for where we ended up with Jalen Hurts. I really didn't want to spend on a quarterback here scenario, but the need for Jalen Hurts was like right at my limit of where I would have gone. Lamar came in under. I probably would have went up to 30. I didn't really want to pay that though. For I'm just saying, if that's who I was targeting, I would have been around 30 for him. So max. So he went for a good value there. I think at 26. I need another round.
I step inside the room, lights glow on draft night stage. My heart beats for the board, no spirit's gonna cage. Cheat sheet in my pocket, my eyes locked on the line. PPR's my high, those points got me feeling fine. Friends say time for a break, but I can't look away. I need one more pick, let my roster play. I don't need another round of drinks to get me buzzed. I just need another round, let that snake draft run amok. Save me that Superflex slot, watch my studs ignite. No guts, no glory, draft champions, one pick at a time. Clock winds down, Josh Allen's gone in a flash. Sack one powers through, defenders hit the grass. Sleeper gems on my radar, Henderson, Harvey's too. Flex those weekly matchups, bye weeks can't hold true. They say ease up now, but I'm locked in this grind. This draft's my sanctuary, leave the world behind. I don't need another round of spirits in my hand. I just need another round, build my dynasty so grand. Bench loaded like armor, offense till the end. No kicker, no defense, just my league and my friends. Lord Skunk drops the knowledge, tip sharp like a blade. In a no guts, no glory world, true legends get made. Every pick's a story, each play's a victory sound. Fill me up with highlights, I'll chase that draft gold crown. I don't need another round of drinks to get me buzzed. I just need another round, let that snake draft run amok. Save me that Superflex slot, watch my studs ignite. No guts, no glory, draft champions, one pick at a time. Hold me, this draft's my only grave. Fantasy football's my passion, it's the
Right in my
way I
hands.
wanna play. So pour me one more highlight,
I love you.
let that board gently sound. Championships in reach, yeah, I need
I'm like,
another.
I'll be doing another um, draft prize league like this. It's a bigger money league than this. I'll be doing that one a little bit later. I'm gonna try to stream that one as well. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do all the things you need to do. So we'll be doing maybe one or two more of these before the season starts. We got a draft on Monday too. We got a dynastyballer.com draft coming up. Draft Monday, so make sure you be at a little bit before 10 p.m. Eastern time. Draft will go promptly at 10, so I'll be on a little bit before that probably. Devontae Adams for 13. That's a good value for Devontae Adams, actually. T. Higgins. T. Higgins, I had around high 20s. So let's see what he goes for. I think that's a good value for T. I wouldn't have paid that much for him personally, but I'm just saying, I mean, that would have been like my max that I would have. Andre Swift, I got right around 15, 16 bucks probably. Would be, anything below that would be a good value. I think they're going to probably go for around 12. See, the other thing that throws this off is the projected average. That kind of well. Okay. Let's go with somebody that we know that I don't want. That'll be Brace Hall, right around $20 to $25 would be the money for Brees, I think. Anything below $23 would probably be a value. 22, 23. Problem with Brees is that he's got talent, but he's going to be on a committee, right? He's going to be on that Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis. Justin Fields now is a runner, right? So RJ Harvey, probably around 15 bucks. Right around 15 for him, I would think. Jeez, that was the steal. So this money league is not as big as I got coming up. Strategies here. So some of these players that I think that are worth a little bit more are going for less later. So that might be a strategy as well. You know, so maybe forego. If I would have foregoed Jalen Pacheco, Juba, then we'd still be sitting with Jamar Chase and Bijan Robinson. We'd be able to swipe somebody like um, a couple good values on here, right? A couple good values like RJ. Not RJ Harvey, so he's not really the best example of that. Um, Imuka, I would say a good value for him would be around probably like 7 to 9. would be the max I would go. So anything less than that would be a value. So the value right here. This is value at 5, I think, especially with Chris Godwin. We know he's going to be out for a little bit. So Imuka. So the thing with Chris Godwin, but the thing is that Imuka may be able to build enough rapport with Baker and prove himself enough on the field um, that it doesn't matter that Godwin's coming back. Honestly, Godwin and Mike Evans both did well together. So you know, there's definitely room for two good wide receivers there, whether that's Mike Evans and Ibuka or Godwin and Ibuka, or however they slice that. Plus, Jalen McMillan got hurt, so there's a real chance here. I got Chase Brown around $30. Anything less than 30, I think, would be a value for him. So we'll see. He's gonna go over. So there you go. I was right at 31. Probably be my max on him, is what I noted here. So if I'm gonna overpay a couple bucks, not taking anything away from Chase Brown, but if I'm going to overpay a couple bucks, I'd rather overpay on Jamar Chase than overpay on Chase Brown, if that makes sense. And to be honest with you, I really don't think that I overpaid for Chase Brown. I don't think that I overpaid for Bijan Robinson, because last year, um, CMC, CD Lamb, Tyreek, they were going for 68, 69, 71, 72. Um, they were the top end players last year, right? So I think for $65 of value, I guess right on the money. That's like perfect money for him. And Bijan, I think that's great. I mean, if I could have got Bijan at 60, that would have been wonderful. But 63, I mean, a $3 overpay, I'm fine with that. Like legit, right here at this point forward, I could just go on auto and just let the computer write it out, because whoever they fill it in with, I already have a good enough team. It'll automatically, pick whoever the best people that are available are, and as long as these people don't outbid me, which they will outbid me on quite a few until they run out of money. But we'll still end up with a pretty stacked team, I think. And then of course you got waiver wire too, right? So right, I had Malik at 40, so he's right on right now. This is an interesting. He's got to get more work, right? Like would be Robert more work. I mean, technically, he's probably one right on the depth chart. So JSN, I got right around 29 is what I said the max would be for him. So we'll see. We'll see how he ends up. Wow. They're gonna swipe JSN, dude. They're gonna legit swipe him. That's the cool thing. That's the cool thing about auctions, is that there's a chance that sometimes some of these guys you can just swipe. Jaden Daniels, nice. Jaden Daniels, I got around 25-ish, 25-ish range, 27. We'll see what ends up here. I mean, Yahoo's rating him as number one, QB1. So he's going to go for significantly less than crazy, dude. That's crazy if they're going to let Jaden Daniels go for that low. That's not, and this guy's got a bunch of money, too, still sitting on the board. So that's crazy. That's probably so far of the. Let's do something silly here. Let's go with like team defense. Let's just get that party started. Let's go with like Minnesota. Let's go. No, I'll go with one like Denver because if I get stuck with them, that would keep them. So there they go. There they go. Spend that money, player. Spend that money. Mike Evans. Kyron Williams. That'd be a good one. We're gonna get him cheap. Around 29 bucks, I would say, will be the market on him. Oh, and that's what they said too. Projected 29. So look at that. Oh, he might get up there. $27. That's not bad. Hey, so this is my first auction draft of the year. I did one mock today. I only did like probably I picked like three or four. I think I picked Jamar Chase, Bijan, a couple quarterbacks. Um, this will be interesting. This is a money league, but I got a big money league coming up. It's going to be I think it's next week. So this is in preparation. Kind of seeing how everything pans out here. What can we do? I think hindsight, looking back on it now, if I would do things differently, I probably would have foregone Jalen Hurts. I would have not picked up Pacheco at that point yet. That was too early. And Chuba, even though he's right around the money, both him and Pacheco are right around the money of what I wanted to be. They're at the top end of that. I think right now I'm seeing more value. I'm seeing some value here. So Morgan Hampton, I would have like around 24. So he's probably going to go less than that. Laporta, I have way less than what I would have for that. There's So he went way less, not way less, but less. So and that counts, right? That counts. So if you're going to overpay a little bit for Jamar Chase and you're going to overpay for Bijan Robinson a little bit, I don't think I overpaid much, honestly, on either one of them. Then you have to. And I said this at the beginning, I just didn't listen. You have to look for value. You have to find value in these other players. And so here's an example. So Stephon Diggs, I would say, is probably at max, a $6 player, right? So they're going to pick them up. Okay, so they got him at 1 to 5. But if they would have got him at 4, let's say they would have got him at 4, I think that's a value. They would have got a value, right? Other thing that I didn't keep into account or take into account is Yahoo shows the projected and average on these players. So when I was doing my values, I was doing my values differently. Yahoo, and some, not in this case, obviously here, but on Yahoo will actually have an effect on some of these players. Some players that I feel are overvalued than what their projections are. They low, so sometimes you'll see that that way. Here he went for right around, I would say $8 to $10 for Stephon Diggs would be max, and he went for 10. So I don't really. So he went to the number that I thought the max he would be at. So there wasn't a value there. So Joe Burrow, this is going to make me absolutely sick. This is going to make me sick if he goes for like $10 or something like that. $4. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be mad. This is crazy. Honestly, at the end of the day, I think probably for sure Burrow has more upside than Jalen Hurts. I think probably the floor on Hurts would be a little bit lower. If Joe Burrow gets up there, if Joe Burrow gets up to close to where Jalen Hurts, then I'm not going to be as upset. But if he's going to go here in like the 13, 14 range, which is gonna, yeah. See, could have had $7 extra back in my pocket. and taking Joe Burrow. So that's good to know. That's good to know. That's why I did the smaller money league, and then we're going to move into the bigger money league. So I think right now is one of the strongest teams in the league. So either way, I think I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now it's going to come down to, it's these guys blow through their money. If they have money on the table when the draft's over, I think they're losers because you should have spent your money. So you gotta do that fine balance here. So somebody like James Cook, I think goes for around 20, 25 bucks. I'm sorry, 23, 25 bucks. So let's see. Let's see what they're gonna put him at. Value for James Cook for sure. Let's go with something. Let's go with let's see. Let's go with the running back. Let's go with somebody like we'll be dropping him on the waiver wire. Jordan Mason, nice. Yo, Phil, what's up? Philly Michael J. Go Eagles. I got Jalen Hurts. You should be happy. Gary went. Kyler Warren. good value there, I think. Pollard's a good value, man. If you can get him right here. If he goes beyond this, he's not going to be as much of a value. But at 10, for sure, good value. Tyrone Tracy, probably around 10 to 12 would be the max on him. He'll probably go for a lot less here, but 10 to 12 would be about the realistic max on him. So he's going to be a value buy right here, probably. And see, also, I think this thing with Yahoo where it shows it's 6 and 3, I think that happens sometimes on this cheaper, way cheaper. There goes the number one kicker in the league. Whoa. Okay, so would you rather overpay $4 or $5 on the kicker, or would you rather overpay $4 or $5 on Jamar Chase? Like, what would you rather overpay on? Okay, we're just gonna throw out Jared Goff. I don't necessarily for $1 I would take him. For $1 I would take Jared Goff, but I don't necessarily want him. So let's see. They're gonna let me have Jared Goff for $1? They probably will, and then I can pick up a backup quarterback that just went for Jalen Hurts. I'm not mad about getting Jared Goff for $1. That was a good value for James Conner for sure. They'll project him at 17. I had him actually a little bit higher than that. So Montgomery, I got around $16. He's probably going to go low here. Let's just throw in a bid on him. Look at his total last year. And then 203. Chuba Hubbard was 220. And Pacheco was 50. Now, obviously, got hurt last year, but Bijan Robinson was 311. So keep in mind, how many games did he make? He ended up at 203. That's pretty dang good. Um, so everybody's so high on Jameer Gibbs, which don't get me wrong, he's great. But Montgomery was right there neck and neck until he got hurt. So Bo Nix are gonna swipe Bo Nix. Jeez, I got Bo Nix around 12. Bo Nix went for 5. That was a great value there. See, that's what I'm talking about. See how Jalen Hurts had way overpaid for him. I think I got him at good thing as far as the position. I overpaid, so I could have waited and got somebody like a Bo Nix or got somebody like who else is still a quarterback. You still got Dak. I think you got Dak. You got Baker. Really, honestly, best value there was Bo Nix at 5. At $5 for Bo Nix, that was a great value there. Alvin Kamara, oh my goodness, they're gonna let him go at like that's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta get him this. I can't go anywhere with that, but I can't possibly not bid on him. I got him at 20 to $23 for Alvin Kamara. Not necessarily saying I would pay that much. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that that's the range. 20 to 23 would be like if you can get them like this around 15. If I had 15, I would definitely get on that. To get him at 15, that's great value, really good value. Do it, just piss him off. Philadelphia went for $6. Are you kidding me? I know it's the number one defense here, but $6. Wow. I don't feel bad now, like overpaying for Jamar Chase, right? Because we pay for it. That defense. Are you kidding me? Calvin Ridley went for how much? 14. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see. Let's go with somebody. Let's go with somebody that I would kind of want. Let's go. If we could get Addison, that wouldn't be a bad deal. I'd take him for $1. I need wide receivers, guys. No wide receivers. Okay, they're going to fit. That would be the case. I don't really want them. But. So now also another strategy here is too, not only are they spending some money, which right now a lot of these people have a lot of money on the board. Okay. So, but what they're losing every time that they get somebody like a Jordan Addison is that they're losing a draft spot. So eventually they're going to fill, and then when they fill, everybody else that's left on the board, you just automatically get. Like, doesn't matter. I have $4 max bid right now, so we can do Tet $3, and it doesn't matter. So like once they're all filled and they're done, it doesn't matter how much money they have. Whatever. You probably got Tet for, oh my goodness, if I got Tet for $3, are you freaking kidding me? I about freaked out right there. Um, but also, so right here, this person, whoever is going to win Tet, they're going to win them. So they're giving a decent value, really good value, actually, I think. So this guy, Smart Play just filled a draft. So for me, I want to get them to fill up as much draft spots as they possibly can, and then that's it, right? Then that's it. I don't have to worry about anybody being on the board here. Doesn't matter how much money somebody has. If they are filled their slots, then I just get whoever I want. So that's the beauty now when you get down into this. Now, what these guys are doing, some of these guys here are really good. They did a smart play. They really like held off on spending, but I think at the end of the day we're gonna have to look and see the power rankings here, and we will. If you stay to the end here, I'm gonna pull up the power rankings, take a look, and we're gonna see how do we really here. I think it's going to come out really interesting. I had $10 max on Mark Andrews, so he's already going over that. And here's because we're getting to the end with tight. These guys have board. You got guys with a $30 max bid, $47 max bid, $28, $36. We're starting to get lower though, $53. We're starting to get lower, and they're starting to fill up. This will get interesting here. So Minnesota, what are they ranked at? Defense 7, not interested in that. Not interested at all for $2. No way. Maybe Baltimore here we would go for. Baltimore potentially. Baltimore would probably be our target here. And then really, honestly, for kicker, we don't even need to worry about it, dude. Because Boswell, again, Boswell was a straight last year. He was a beast. So we could care less about kickers. We could care less about defense at this point. All my other leagues, as you know, I don't even do kicker defense. So I don't have a control over it here. This is a Yahoo prize league, so it is what it is. But Ford for $1. Well, okay. Going forward, we got to be careful now because we already got Chubb, JCM, we got Scatterboo, we're heavy Max. I would love to get KS or KW3. I would love to get. He's going to go for a stupid cheap. This right here is going to piss me off because this is going to be the best value on the board. I'm telling you right now. I had him at like $20, $20 to $24 was like the range I had for him. Okay, he's going to. Okay, I'm not mad now. I'm fine. I'm absolutely 100% fine. If he goes one more, if you get one more, yep, right there. I'm 100% fine with this. So I'm not mad at all about KW3. So I'm not mad about Pacheco, and now I'm not mad about Hubbard. So yeah, I'm not mad at all because I have 24 max. Max was my number on KW3. And don't get me wrong, KW3 is probably worth the extra, but I would rather have Bijan I pay a little extra on. I'd rather have a Jamar Chase I pay a little extra on, and then get right at my value on Jalen Hurts, right at my value on Pacheco, right at my value on Chuba. I think Chuba actually was just a little bit light even on what I was thinking. So I'm not that. So KW3 was kind of what was taking me off about the whole process. I'm like, oh, I think somebody's gonna swipe him, but they didn't. So I'm not as better about that. Devontae Smith, I got around $19 on. He's probably going to go for a lot less here, which is sad because I got hurt. Nice little stack. Wow, if he goes for like 5, bucks. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you got this guy over here is filling out his whole entire team. So where's he at? This dude right here. So Mike G, entire team for the most part. He's got two more spots left. He's got 28 now. This dude straight up wasted money. I feel like this dude wasted money. He could have went and got some big upgrades on these guys. Devontae. Okay, yeah, he's gonna project to score points. Okay, but how? What exciting? You'd be like, oh, tell your buddy at work. Oh, dude, I got Devontae Adams. Like what? Like this isn't 5 years ago. Ricky Purcell's probably gonna be a pretty good value here. Um, he's got Paul, who we know. He's got Mike Evans, who okay, Mike Evans is good, but look where he's at. Stephon Diggs, Jordan Mason, Njoku, James Conner, Jalen Waddle, Philadelphia, Jordan Adams. Nah, dude, nah, I'm sorry. Sorry, that ain't the team for me. That ain't the team for me. So I'm out. I'm out on that program. I didn't really want Baltimore. I mean, I would have took Baltimore. I would have definitely took them, but I just do that bid in there just so you have to bid up a little bit. We're gonna ever leftover or value defense we can get, and we're going to probably go with Boswell. So we're not worried at all when it comes to that stuff. Tight end, I'm still not worried about that. Tight end, we're still sitting good. Tucker Craft, I think, is the tight end steal of the draft right now. So I think if we can end up with Tucker, worst case, absolute worst case, guys, I think we're in a two. Absolute worst case, we get Dallas Goddard. So we get the stack with Jalen Hurts. So like, dude, we're good to go on tight end. We're good to go on defense. We're good to go on kicker. Um, I mean, really, we don't even have to have a backup quarterback. We got Goff already, so we don't need like. I didn't plan to get Goff. I just threw him up there to see if somebody bid $2. We got him, so he's fine. He can cover a bye week, or we can pick up somebody like Goff. He's available on the waiver to pick now. I don't want necessarily. I don't want to go tight end yet. I don't want to play my hand there. Let's go with quarterbacks, and we're just going to throw up T Law. No, I don't want to throw up T Law because somebody might bid on him. He might actually be on the waiver wire. So let's go wide receiver. Let's go $2 on Travis. What we get? There we go. It's be a good Travis Hunter. That's a good value there. Smart play here. He's 12 of 15. Starman's 10 of 15. We got Mike G 13 of 15. These guys are about to fill out. Once they fill, then they're off. Like they're done. Like they aren't even involved in the deal anymore. What is this defense? No, I'm not going to any money on a kicker. We're not spending any money on a tight end at all. Dude, there's still a ton of value in wide receivers here. Think about this. You still got DJ. You got Jamison Williams. Sorry, Jamison Williams. $3 is going for. I got him at right now. You know, oh no. Okay. You still got DJ Moore, Xavier Worthy. You got George Pickens, Zay Flowers. A lot of on here. Dunes, normal Dunes, Jacoby Myers. I mean, even Debo, dude. Debo isn't. Like, let's do this by projected. George Pickens. Oh, there goes Trucker. I would like to get Kraft. I'm not going to get them, but I want to bid them up at least. Yeah, see, make them pay. I would like to get Kraft, but we talked about it. Remember Goddard, Dallas Goddard? We're going to get him for the stack for Jalen Hurts. We're rolling Dallas Goddard. That's fine. Like going out of their way to get Dallas Goddard right now. So Pickens is available, DJ Moore, Xavier Worthy, Jacoby Myers, DK Metcalf, which I wouldn't go for because it's with Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't go for Brandon Ayuk either. Um, Debo Samuel, Roma Dunze, Jerry Judy still on there. I wouldn't probably go for him either. Juwan Jennings, maybe. Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, Khalil Shakir, Matthew Golden, Raheem Reed. Like there's a bunch of really good wide receivers. So like I'm not mad about this at all, guys. Like legit. Now we're getting down to where we're going to be able to just start picking up people. Not necessarily because we're going to get crazy value. We're going to literally get them for $1. We're going to get them for $1 because these other guys are going to be are going to fill their rosters. So right now they're going to fill a roster with Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy, I would love to have him for $5-6, but I don't need. But I'm going to be able to pick up like, let's say, a Keon Coleman. Okay, I'm going to be able to pick up a Keon Coleman for $1. I'm going to be able to pick up a Rashad Bateman for $1. Josh Palmer $1. Darnell Mooney probably for $1. Potentially Raheed Shaheed for $1. I don't need any. I have to have any running back, any quarterbacks. We don't care all about kicker, tight end, or defense. All of those we're going to get. So we're not worried about that. We are absolutely stacked with running back right now. We have an excellent quarterback. We have an amazing Jared Goff. Jared Goff could be a starter for some people, some of these people's rosters. So I have to look and see what quarterbacks they got. But Jacoby Myers right now, Jacoby Myers is a great 161 projected points. Jacoby Myers is going to go for $4. Okay, crazy. I had Jacoby Myers max. He just went for half, less than half of what I had him at. DK Metcalf, I'm not interested in him at all. I'm not interested in him one iota. He is going to be a wide receiver one, but no, dog. He's going to be a good value here. I got DK Metcalf because he's a wide receiver one, and it is still Aaron Rodgers. And I know it's Aaron Rodgers late, but I still got him in the low high teens, low 20s. So they're going to get a value here. Now they might get him up there a little bit. We'll see. We'll see where they stop at. They're probably going to stop right around here, I would think. But I mean, realistically, I think you could get him, a couple more bucks, and he would still be a value. I wouldn't for him though. I wouldn't particularly in general, like because he's a wide receiver one, where he's at, what's going on, who his competition is. I'm still feeling really good. Pickens. Oh, I would love to get Pickens. I'm just gonna throw this bid out because I don't have a place. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get him. Pickens, I got $16, guys. $16 on Pickens. He's probably gonna go for around $5 to $8. Crazy. Oh no, maybe more. Okay, maybe he's gonna go more. But these guys blow their money. More importantly here than them blowing their money. Now we're past the money phase. We are now past the money phase, guys. We are now into just them adding another player on their roster. Now they have they have money available, but they have a limited number of roster spots. So if you look at guys like, let's find a good example here. If you look at guys like 40th Time, he's got $39, but he's got 11 of 15 filled. You look at Mike G. Mike G has got $18 left, and he's only got 15 slots. He's got one slot left. One more, he's done. The dude is out. He's not even in contention with us anymore. So we're just waiting now. We're just waiting for some value, something pop up. It's really good value. Think about our team, guys. Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, Pacheco, Hubbard, JCM, Bill, Chubb, probably Jared Goff, Scattaboo, Zay for $3. We gotta throw Zay at 3. We gotta throw $3 today. But think about that. Zay Flowers, I got $16, Zay. $16. He's gonna go for under 10 probably. Absolutely love auction drafts. I absolutely love it. We're gonna go. We're gonna throw in Hollywood Brown. Wait, who can we go up a little bit more? If we go a little bit more, well, a little bit more dollar person. I'm gonna go with Palmer here for a buck. They're probably just gonna let me have him. We don't want him as a starter, but we wouldn't mind having him on the bench, and at least we get him. We're getting a couple of little bit higher value receivers. Like he's a starter. He's not. He's going to be a bench guy, but we're just getting him on there. They didn't bet us up. They didn't do anything there. We just got to throw a guy on there. No problem. Palmer's got a high upside. We got a kicker here. He's probably the number one kicker, really. Number one or number two kicker, Cameron Dickery. So we don't care though. Believe me, we have zero interest in kickers. What did Boswell do last year? Boswell did 191, so I think we'll be all right. right, and that's it. Now we just got $1 bids. We got our bench almost filled. We got one more spot on our bench. We got a tight end, a kicker, and a defense. So eventually, what's going to happen? Like I said, see, these guys are going to be out. So look at this guy, clean sweep. He just goes on auto. Starman's auto. We can just literally go on auto. We'll probably do one more just to check, see if we can get swipes. Who's our pick? So we get to pick next. So we're going to see who we would want. Let's look at our flex. Definitely got to get a wide receiver. Who's the highest projected wide receiver? Will be Olave. So we'll see if we can grab Olave. I don't think they'll let us, but we can try. See, Olave went for $2. So you see there? I mean, so you just got to watch for stuff like that. See, you can slide somebody through there like that. We might be able to slide a Michael Pittman through there. Might be able to slide a Khalil Shakir. Juwan Jennings, really, at this point. We could get Raheem Shaheed, even, we could throw in there. There's still actually, believe it or not, and I know I'm so stacked on running back, but there's actually a couple good running backs I wouldn't mind. Like Zach Charbonnet would be a good one. So really, at this phase, what we're doing, again, like a lot of these guys went on auto. You could do that. We could just go on auto. But what we would like to do is we would like to try to direct who we're going to at least select, right? We like to pick who we would get. We know we're going to be light at our wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3. We know that. We got number 1 wide receiver, right? We got Jamar Chase, right? So he goes for $3. Zach Ertz is going to go. Again, not somebody that we would even want, right? We're going to go for Goddard, right? So Goddard is still available. We can still select him. When it comes back to return, somebody auto select him, then that wouldn't be good. But Zach Charbonnet is going to go here for stupid cheap. We don't have any need for a running back, but I wouldn't mind having him. So we got one bench, tight end, kicker, defense. One bench, tight end, kicker, defense. We got 4 spots that we need to fill. So Charbonnet goes for $3. Are you freaking kidding me? We'll drop Chubb. We'll pick somebody up off the wire probably. He might be running back 1 in Houston, so maybe we'll just hang on to him. I mean, we got him for $1, so you never know. I don't know what this dude's thinking. This clean sweep guy, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what are you waiting on, dude? How do you only have these players Kittle, Saquon, Jameer, Josh Jacobs. That's what you blew your wad on, dude? Like, I feel much better about my team right now. Let's look at this guy. He's got a full roster here. Josh Allen, quarterback. Okay, enough. Fair enough. Josh Allen. We're going to be next pick, so we need to really kind of figure out who we're going to pick next. I think I'm just going to throw up Goddard there. Does auto pick have money? That's the way you want to check. If auto picks have money, then you got a problem. But none of the auto picks have money. Looks like there's only one auto pick, anyways. Let's look at this dude. This dude's got Josh Allen. Okay, very good. Jonathan Taylor, very good. Two very good players. Both those. Devontae Adams. My pick. Let's see if I can get Goddard. He might not. So Devontae Adams, Brees Hall, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, Jordan May. Like, there's not like anything super crazy exciting here. I don't see anything super crazy exciting on this guy's roster. We got our tight end. That's great. He was a buck, guys. He was one. He was literally free, basically. He was literally free. So we got Goddard. Okay, so we got the stack with Jalen Hurts. We got a kicker and a defense and one bench, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with Chubb later. But we're getting closer to the end here, boys. We're getting closer to the end. Philly Mike, what's up? If you're still around, breaking news: Calvin Ridley traded to the Chiefs for a third and a fourth. If that's true, that's amazing. That's absolutely bananas. I love it. I don't know if that's true. Brian7 said, "Sup? What's up, Brian?" Okay, $3. That's pretty good value, probably right there. It's probably pretty good value. So I don't, but Dak Prescott, this is gonna be a great value here. Oh, they're gonna go a little high. I had Dak at 9, so I had Dak at a max of $9. So that's pretty good. Evan Ingram for $1, not bad, right? Rico Dowdle just went for $1. Now you're starting to see people just dropping off the board. People are filling up their rosters. So Mike G's already Tau is one away from being filled. You got Star Move, 2 more spots. He's filled. You got Smart Play. He's almost filled. He's got 2 more spots. Me, I need 3 more spots. You got Frostbite that needs a couple more spots. So you got people like the WNBA with $12 left. You got 40th time with $31 left. He's got one spot. What a waste. Not good. Juwan Jennings, good value here. Probably good value pickups. That'd be somebody we could throw in there as a backup here, but there's so many options still left in the flex. I mean, Caleb Johnson, I don't think we're going to get another running back, but Caleb Johnson's still there. Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, Joe Mixon still on the board. Joe Mixon still could be a good value. Justin Fields right there is a good value. Khalil Shakur is probably who we need to target. That's probably who we need to target. Khalil Shakur, maybe Josh Downs. Josh Downs if we can get him, but Khalil Shakur would be nice as well. Chris Godwin. So this dude right here, Star Move's going to get him. He's going to fill his roster. He's off the board. Mike off the board. Tom off the board. 40 times, one away from being off the board. So we'll just be able to pick whoever we want at this point. Once these guys start going off the board. So nice smart play. If he gets it, he'll be one and done. So he'll be one and done. So there you go. So he's going to get a kicker here, and then he'll be off the board. And this is an auto pick, I think, because I don't know if he was there. This is just randomly picking him. Oh, this guy's going to bid him up. So that's good. So this guy Frostbite bids him up. So he got Philip. So he's going to have two. Here you go. I'm going to pick Dalton Kincaid here. I think he's the best money on the board. And now for kicker, we could go Tyler Bass. We could go here. We could go with McLaughlin. There's a bunch of different options. And then worst case, we go with Buffalo, right? Worst case. We can go for defense. We can go with you're gone, right? So Houston just went. So you still got San Fran. You got Green Bay. You got Dallas, LA, Washington. Miami. Okay. So somewhere in there. So that's kind of the direction we're going there. If we can get Bass, that would be great. If we cannot, we just go right down the list and get to our defense. So just went for $1, probably, right? Wow. So they just put stupid money on them because they had money left. So they're just trying to blow out their money so they don't look like they had money left over. But we know the fact that they did. So 40th time, I think is an absolute waste. Let's look at 40th time. So 40th time is going to pick up right for $1, and he had 30. So let's look at 40th time. So Daniel Carlson, I don't even. Why would you pick a kicker first for $3? Puka Nakua, okay. Rice, Jalen Warren, Aaron Jones, Terry McLaurin, Minnesota. Like, who's this? Baker is his quarterback. Like, I don't know, dude. Tucker Kraft, I would have took Tucker Kraft, but Jameson Williams. I mean, not bad, not bad. Doesn't make any sense for me for clean sweep. This makes absolute no sense. He's got Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs, Josh Jacobs, Pat Mahomes, and Juwan Jennings. Like, those are the people. Those are the only people he has right now. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why? And he has no money. And now we just got Khalil Shakir. So, like, dude, what? I got Bijan Robinson, Pacheco, Chuba Hubbard, Jalen Hurts, JCM, Nick Chubb, who, okay, whatever. Jared Goff, Cam Scatterboot, Josh Palmer, Roma Dunze, Dallas Goddard. But keep in mind, Dalton Kincaid. Keep in mind, I got Jamar freaking Chase, bro. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we're going to be up next. We're going to hopefully get Bass here. If not, we get Buckner. I mean, really doesn't matter. Makes no difference, really, honestly. So we'll go with Bass. Didn't want this guy, so there you go. I think maybe though. Let me see how much people do on a kicker actually. Okay, so I think I should grab here then, and we'll just whatever we've got. Okay, we got Bass now. Wow, Butler, McLaughlin. Okay, so now we're just gonna roll with one of these defenses, and that's it, man. We're done. So it looks like looks like Detroit would be our play if we can get Detroit. That's who we're looking for. So we're up next. Let's see what happens. This guy might pick them. So it's our pick. We're going to grab Detroit. We just automatically get them. So that's it. We have now completely filled our roster. Let's see where we end up here. We got a few more picks that'll go through. And then we'll look at the power rankings. We'll look on Fantasy Pros, and then we'll look on Draft Sharks. We'll see where they rate, where they rank, what we got. It looks like Brock Purdy's still on the board, so I could always drop somebody. Trevor Lawrence is still on the board. They're ranking Chase McLaughlin high on Fantasy Pros. On Draft Sharks, they're saying, I mean, honestly, it's making a difference to me. So now it's just going through auto picks now. So it's just going to boom, 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 go through. You see how it kind of goes towards the end. So towards the end of an auction, just pick who you want because everybody's either filled out. Even if they have money on the board, they're matter. I feel confident about what we got. I think there were some areas of opportunity that I learned from. So when I move to the bigger money league later in the week or next week, I'll have a better understanding game plan. I have auction drafts so far this year, so this is my first one. I absolutely love auction drafts. I learned a few things. Jalen Hurts, we could have foregone him and got somebody. I mean, think about it. Tyler or Trevor Lawrence is still on the board. Brock Purdy, though, more importantly, is still on the board. I mean, you could have went with Brock Purdy for $1, so $2 for basically free at this point, right? So you could have got them, and I could have had an extra $20 for Jalen Hurts. I think honestly, Pacheco, who I think can do well, can do. I think we could have let them go. So let's see what We didn't get a very good rating from Fantasy Pros. Let's see what league is this? I need to find out what's the name of the league, or what number is the league. This is 27. So here we go, league analysis. All right, and let's pull up here. Okay, so I'm going to start with, let's start with Draft Sharks. Okay, so we'll start with Draft Sharks. Where's it at? Draft Sharks. So Draft Sharks says we're down here towards the power ranking, so we're low, man. We're only at 283 3D value compared to 312. So 283 to 312. So we're about what? We're about 17 plus that. So we're about 25 points difference. And let's see. So Mike G has got the number 2 running back, and Jonathan Taylor, James Conner, Breece Hall, Jordan Mason. Okay. Now keep in mind you can only start 2 running backs and a flex. So let's say he starts Jonathan Taylor, James Conner, and he flexes Breece. So that means you're only going to be able to start 2 wide receivers. So what wide receivers will he start? Mike Evans, Javonte Adams, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, Jordan Addison. So let's say he started Mike Evans and Davante Adams. Okay, so he's going to start Jonathan Taylor, James Conner, Breece Hall, Mike Evans, Davante Adams. Okay. Quarterback, who just has Josh Allen, okay, which is all he really needs. Tight end, he's got Andrews and Njoku. That's pretty good. Kicker, they have this dude, and then Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, all right. Let's look at my team. So we got Bijan Robinson. So here's where we would start. We would start Bijan Robinson, Chuba Hubbard. That's why, because we only have 3 wideouts. That's why, probably. So we start Bijan Robinson, Chuba Hubbard, Pacheco, right? That's typically who we would start, right? Then we would add Jamar Chase and Rome Odunze. Okay, fair enough. That's not super good. I mean, Jamar Chase obviously is, but Rome, no. Then we go with Jalen Hurts, then Dalton Kincaid, Tyler Bass, and Trilla. Okay, fair enough. So let's see what they would say about free agents. Who would they say target? So they say Jaden Reed over Josh Palmer. Okay, so Travis Etienne over Nick Chubb. Dallas Cowboys over Nick Chubb. So you could get rid of Travis. You could take Travis Etienne and get rid of Scadaboo, and then take Dallas Cowboys to get rid of Chubb. So interesting. Okay, interesting. So you could do that. Jaden Reed over Josh Palmer would be a huge boost. So let's go in and look real quick and refresh. And let's see this league. This is 27. So let's go to add a player. We're going to add Brock Purdy. Absolutely, we're going to add Brock Purdy over Jared Goff. Sorry about that, Jared Goff. But we're definitely going to do that. And then we're going to add Jaden Reed. So let's get Jaden Reed. So we're going to add him and drop Josh Palmer. That is a better deal. Okay. So our waiver wire is we're going to drop Jared Goff, who we just kind of threw out there as a flyer to see if somebody picked him up for $2. We got him for $1. We'll throw him out. We'll grab Brock Purdy. We'll then drop Josh Palmer, and we'll pick up Jaden Reed. Okay. Now we decide what are we doing with Travis Etienne? Let's go over to, before we do that, let's go look at Fantasy Pros real quick. So we're going to look at Fantasy Pros. So they're saying we're 75 out of 100. Okay. We're 7th ranked. Starters are 3rd. benches. We know our bench is kind of weak, right? We know that. A quarterback we're fourth, running back we're second, wide receiver we're fifth. All we have is Jamar Chase. Honestly, that's all we have. Tight end we're 10th. Okay, flex 10th, 9th, 10th. Okay, kicker. We don't really care about defensive kicker. I don't really care about them so much. So let's see. Okay, pick analysis. So they're saying Travis Etienne, DJ Moore. We could have had over JCM and Josh Palmer. Okay, I probably agree with that. I don't know though if I'm that high on Travis Etienne. No, DJ Moore, yes. Travis Etienne, no. But it is showing us where we could have got better, right? So it's good to know for the next one. Quarterback, I feel confident. Like I'm not mad that we got Jalen Hurts. We did get Goff, but that was just kind of a flyer. We threw him out there. If we can drop him and grab Purdy, I'm fine with that. Bijan Robinson, no problem there. I'm happy. Chuba, fine. Jamar Chase, good. Roma Dunze, I'd rather have DJ Moore than Roma Dunze, but we got Roma Dunze. Dalton Kincaid, we got Pacheco, Detroit, and we got Tyler Bass. So I'm not that's fine. I'm not that bad about it. Let's look at some of these. And then let's go back here and let's share. Let's share this one, I think, right? Yeah. So here it's telling me Brock Purdy, we know we want to grab Travis Etienne. So Travis Etienne, their ranking is 30. So if we added him and we dropped Chubb, I don't know about that though, honestly, because here's the only reason why I say that is let's see what their analysis says. Their analysis says Etienne, Chubb. Okay, look at the point difference. So my power rankings are the same with or without them. But I think it makes more sense. So let's make the waiver claim. So if we do Travis Etienne, we drop Chubb. Yeah, he'd be RB1, but I don't think he has it. So we'll make the claim. All right, so we got Brock Purdy for Jared Goff. Oh, I gotta share the screen. It didn't switch with me, so hang on. Where we at? I think it's this one. Okay, so this is what we got right here. We got Brock Purdy. We're dropping Jared Goff. Okay, we got Jaden Reed. We're going to drop Josh Palmer, and we got Travis Etienne. We're going to drop Nick Chubb. So we'll see. I think that could push us up a little bit in the rankings there. I still feel pretty confident about it, guys. Look at that. We got Jalen Hurts. We got Jamar Chase, and we got Bijan Robinson. Where's he at? Where's Bijan? So Bijan's not here. So we got Bijan, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase. Those are like the anchors of our team, right? Those are like the core foundation. Okay. We got Roma Dunze, who, okay, he's not DJ Moore, but I still think he could potentially step up. You got Pacheco, who, let's look at projected stats. You got Pacheco, and Chuba Hubbard. So Chuba Hubbard probably really over Pacheco is going to be the better value, but all right, we'll see how it all goes down. I mean, we'll find out on Friday, right, at 8 p.m. Actually Thursday, right? I think kickoff's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So these, I mean, let's just see. Let's just see for week one, right? So that's why I hate kickers and I hate even having to jack with this. To be honest with you, I hate even having to mess with. So week one projected. So week one projected. Show my team. So we're still, yeah, we got the. I mean, out of the week one projected, we're still the best. So all good, all good. All right, yeah. So see what they gave me a grade of. Did they do grade yet? No. Oh, they might have here. Let's go 27 league. Didn't do the grade yet. They're ranking me about fifth. So I'm projected to win my first week. So that's the first step, right? The first step is winning your first week. So there we go. But hey, listen, I absolutely appreciate all of you that followed along, especially on X. I see a lot of you are watching on X. That's cool. Thank you for that. Make sure you follow my profile. I haven't been getting, I've been getting a lot of views on X, but I haven't been getting a lot of followers on there. I don't know why. My followers been stagnant. So if you're watching there and you're not following, please follow the channel or the account, whatever. I'd appreciate that. Also, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff that you can for the algorithm. I really appreciate that. That's how you can help me right now. And then I'm going to be drafting again on Monday. We're going to do a startup dynasty draft for dynastyballer.com. So make sure that you check that out. If you're down for that, you can do another draft with us. And next week, I'm going to be doing a bigger money prize league through Yahoo. We're going to do that. It's $100. So we're going to do a $100 prize league next week with Yahoo. So make sure that you follow along for that. We're going to be doing that one next week. I can tell you when it is actually because it'll be here. So it'll be prize. I think it's this one. So it should be Wednesday, September 3rd at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. This one is a guillotine league I'm doing tomorrow. So maybe I'll draft it. Maybe I'll live stream that one tomorrow. We'll see. And then the winners league. So this is I like Yahoo. So this winners league is only previous year league winners. So this is only 10 league winners going against each other. Last year I was invited to a winners league and I won it. So like even though it wasn't a money league, it was still the fact that I went up against other champions. I beat them and won. That was pretty cool. So even though I won some money leagues last year, probably my biggest like internal feel good moment was when I won the winners league. And I didn't know there was a winners league. I don't know if that was the first year, if they'd done it multiple years. I never paid attention to it, honestly. I just happened to check a random email that I got from Yahoo. I never checked my Yahoo account email, but I did, and it said, "Oh, you're invited to a winners league." So I checked it out, and I won it. So that's pretty cool. So maybe I'll stream these ones as well. But for sure, we got that. If you guys want to, for you sticking around, I'm going to give you a bonus. For those of you that stuck around this late, I'm going to give you a quick bonus. I'm going to show you two things. One, I just did this lordskunk.com $5 redraft league, which normally they're pretty fun. They're fun to do, but the actual fun happened after the draft. Dude, we just had some banana trades that went down, and I was involved in one of them. So let me pull up. You guys can't see this. So let me share the screen first. Let's go to Sleeper. Okay, share. So here, what was I have there? How did I have that up there? That was what was that? How did I get the draft results? I guess I could show you that. See it. Let me see. How do I show you this? Let me share. Okay, so these were the draft results. So I got to pick first, which, as you know, if you follow the channel at all, I've been picking at the very back throughout almost the whole season, all my drafts so far. But I did get to pick first. I really honestly thought I was going to go quarterback. I thought I was going to go Josh Allen there, honestly, or maybe Lamar Jackson, probably Josh Allen. But I ended up, I couldn't, at the last moment, I decided to go Chase. So I ended up picking Chase, Baker Mayfield, Led McConkey, Cameron Williams, blah, 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 blah. So I became, in the power rankings, I was second behind C. Green. So if you've been following along as well, you know that C. Green has drafted with me in literally every single league that I've done this year, all the way from our flagship Dynasty Startup League, No Guts, No Glory, League.com, by the way, check it out, all the way through all the Lord Skunk ones, all the Dynasty Ballers, everything has been with me every step of the way. I invite somebody to the league. He's there. He's always the first one there to be a part of it. So shout out to C. Green. But yeah, so he was power ranking 1 from the draft. Okay, so there we go. So that's that part of the story. Now we go to after the draft, and all of a sudden, it just starts going crazy with these, like everybody's throwing out, and this is normal. This is a normal thing that happens. Everybody throws out like these wacky trade offers, all these trade deals, all this stuff happens. But I actually, I threw Jamar Chase on the trade block as well, just to see what we would get. And I got this wacky, where is it? Yeah, here we go, trade history. So I got this wacky trade offer. So you can see there's a bunch of different trades that went out. I threw out, other people threw out. People were throwing them back at me. I was throwing them at other people. And then this guy, is this the one? Yeah, this 22 Drew guy, throws out an offer. Like, I'm throwing out wild offers. People are throwing out wild offers at me. I'm like, I'm never going to do these. Like, and I'm throwing these offers out thinking people are never going to do them. But this guy legit throws this offer to me. He throws me Jamar Chase. I'm going to give him Jamar Chase, my number 1 pick. He's going to give me CeeDee Lamb and Trey McBride, which was his number first pick. He picked at the back of the draft. So he picked, 112, he picked CeeDee Lamb, and then, 2-1, he picked Trey McBride. He throws it at me, and I'm like, I'm not really that interested in Trey McBride. CeeDee Lamb, okay, I'm not mad about CeeDee Lamb. I got Dak, so I'm like, okay, we can stack that. But Trey McBride, I was like, nah. But then I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, I don't think I can pass this deal up. Like, I'm trying to find every reason in the book not to do this deal. Like, there's no way, like, I should not do this deal. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I have to do this deal. Like, I have to do it. It's Jamar Chase, I understand that. But I'm going to get CeeDee Lamb, who pairs with my quarterback, Dak, and I'm going to get Trey McBride, who I don't really care about tight ends, but I mean, look at the value there. I mean, he's ranked as like the number 1 tight end, 1 to 3, however you want to slice it, but most people are ranking him as number 1. So I was like, I couldn't find a way to justify not doing the deal. So I did the deal. So that was crazy. Then we had, let me go back to that. Review completed. Then we had another crazy deal that happened, which was, I believe, where was it? Because it was before mine. It was, are these only mine? Anyways, let's go through the chat and see here probably. So this deal also goes down with the same dude. This dude, he trades his Tyreek Hill. Okay, so he trades his Tyreek Hill, and he gets Tajay Spears, Jordan Mason, and Xavier Worthy. So this Troy guy's thinking like, oh yeah, he fleeced this dude. He got Tyreek Hill, and but he gave up Xavier Worthy, Jordan Mason, and Tajay Spears. So I'm like, dude, I don't know if you really got that great of a deal there, honestly. I mean, Tyreek's on his way out. This is redraft, though. It's not dynasty, but still, I'm like, dude, you're giving up 3 assets: Xavier Worthy, Jordan Mason, and Tajay Spears. Like, Tajay is a star. Like, he is going to be, he has an opportunity to be a starter, right? Like, behind Pollard. If Pollard gets hurt or anything happens to Pollard, like, Tajay can step right in. Jordan Mason, right? I mean, he could easily step in and take over. Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, yes, he's going to start the first couple weeks, but he will have a suspension at some point. So Xavier Worthy is going to, and maybe Xavier can still take over Rashee Rice, even if he's still there. So very interesting there. But this was just super fun. This was just a really fun, where trades were like flying out. People are making offers. People are throwing stuff out there. I thought that was really cool. So that part was pretty fun. But then what I'm going to give you, this is a real bonus. So let's go over to No Guts, No Glory. Your boy did something absolutely crazy. He did something absolutely crazy. Let's see, where is it? Here it is, right here. We did the deal, boys. We did this deal. We got Chris Godwin, who's on PUP right now. He's on my IR, so okay, whatever. We got Darius Slayton, who already dropped. We got Bijan Robinson, right? That's the money shot right there. We got a 2027 third and a 2026 second. I gave up Nico. Okay, so out of all the people on here, the only thing that I'm really upset about is that I had to give up Nico. Okay, I don't particularly Isaiah Pacheco. We just drafted him there, so you know what I mean. I don't want to bash on him, but Pacheco's gone. Theo Johnson could be a monster. We know he could be. He's a freak. Absolutely could be. Jalen Wright is hurt now, so he's on the downtrend. But I did give up a 2026 first and a 2027 first. Right, 2027 is probably the Arch Manning year, but I'm a win now mode. I have a chance. I legitimately have like a 98, 97% chance of making the playoffs, and if I get in the playoffs, I think I have a strong chance of winning. It's fantasy football. Anything can happen. We know that, but look at that. Look at that, man. I now sit with T. Law, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, Xavier Worthy, Jatavion Sanders, Mark Andrews, Tank Bigsby, Josh Allen. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We still got Dak on the bench. Who knows? They might even trade Kirk Cousins. We don't know what's going to happen with Kirk Cousins. We have no idea. Hopefully they trade him. We got Mitchell, a flyer. We got Isaiah Bond, a flyer. We got Pittman, who could maybe do something. They got Daniel Jones starting, maybe. We got Rashad Bateman, who we know paired next to Zay Flowers. And we're on a high-flying offense with Lamar Jackson. We got Joshua Palmer, who obviously can pair up with Josh Allen, Romeo Doubs, Jalen Naylor. I had to pick somebody up because of my Godwin situation. So, and that's what that guy was doing, trying to dump Godwin, right? And to dump Godwin, he was willing to give up Bijan, and I was willing to take Bijan and take the risk, right? So it all worked out for me, I think. And then we still got Mason Taylor on the bench there, and then these are our taxi. So, very, very, very strong team. Very high in the power rankings, depending on how you slice it, what you look at. But a real contender here. This is a real contender team. This is my very first dynasty ever. This is our flagship dynasty. It's $100 buy-in a year, 2 years up front. I had to pay up to 2027 because I did trades up to 2027 with draft picks. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's that was the bombshell deal that happened. I was definitely weak at running back. Way overstacked at wide receiver. So I was able to parlay that DJ Moore pick. If you go back and actually watch, I do this whole thing through our startup draft on No Guts, No Glory. It was a 7-day, 24-round startup draft. It was unbelievable. But there was an opportunity to get Pacheco or DJ Brown. There was actually a couple running backs I was looking to get, but Pacheco was my highest rated one. I could have picked Pacheco, but I said, you know what? DJ Moore just holds so much value on my board. I cannot not get DJ Moore. So I took the risk. I took DJ Moore. It rolls all the way down. All the other quarterbacks I wanted, Montgomery was gone. James Conner was gone. I can't remember who the other one was. I don't know, whoever was kind of around that tier. And then it comes all the way back to me again. So all the way down and all the way back to me, and Pacheco was still there. I was like, are you kidding me? So I was able to pick up Pacheco. So I had Pacheco and Jonathan Taylor. I felt pretty good about that, but I still felt weak. So I had to do something. I had to make some type of move to get stronger at running back and to get Bijan Robinson, the number one, in my mind, the number one running back. I mean, his age, look at his age. He's 23 years of age. This is a dynasty league. I can roll with this guy for at least the next, God willing, right? God willing, he doesn't get hurt. The next 7 years, roll with this guy. So, I mean, if you got Saquon rolling at, and Derrick Henry rolling at the age that they're at, if he can just do that, then let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. T. Law, 25 years of age, right? Jonathan Taylor, 26. AJ Brown, obviously, we know it's probably going to be his last 1 or 2 years left on AJ Brown. DJ Moore still young, 28, so we got maybe 2-3 years left to DJ Moore. Xavier Worthy, right, 22 years of age. Jatavian's a rookie, 22. Mark Andrews, obviously a little bit older, but a tight end. We know, like with Travis Kelce, they can go a little bit longer. Some of these other guys. Tank Bigsby, 22. Now, Tank is probably with Byshell Tootin there. Some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. What are they saying about him? Tank Bigsby, first running back into second preseason game. Tank Bigsby, rusher. So, okay, I haven't been following much up on him. I'll have to look at that more later. Josh Allen, of course, he got 29 years of age, but keep in mind, Brady went all the way until 40. You look at Peyton Manning. You look at all these quarterbacks. These quarterbacks can go. So you've got probably another. Okay, let's say worst case scenario, we got another 6 to 7 years with Josh Allen, but probably more realistically, we potentially have another 8 to 10. Because you've seen even some of these people like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and some of these guys, which I would say Josh Allen could potentially. Okay, he doesn't have the rings that these, maybe he had won a Super Bowl yet like these guys have, but as far as like skill set, as far as him able to do what he needs to do to throw the ball, get the ball down the field, he could definitely do that. I think he could definitely get into there, that 36, 37 years of age. You're still getting production out of that. And then on the bench, we still got Dak. So Dak, he's 32. Obviously, if he can get a good, 3 years out of him, will be good. Elijah Mitchell, I don't know if there's much there, honestly. Isaiah Bond, we're taking a flyer, right? We're taking a flyer on him. They're probably gonna do something with him there. We'll see. Michael Pittman, we know this could be a really good year for him. Daniel Jones, we'll see how that pans out. Rashad Bateman, he's on a great offense with Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers. Josh Palmer is with Josh Allen, so there you go. Romeo Doubs could be on a high-flying offense if Jordan Love can stay healthy and do the things he needs to do. Jalen Naylor is literally just a Band-Aid on the Chris Godwin, but he's 26 years of age. I don't know. Who knows? Michigan guy, maybe. Who knows? Michigan State, actually. And then Mason Taylor, as you know, I'm pretty high on him. I think the pedigree's there. Obviously, that was pretty legit. Godwin we know about, and then we got our taxi squad. So we got some good things in the cooker here. We'll see how it all comes out. But I think that our big blockbuster trade before this was that Jahmyr Gibbs, Brock Bowers trade that we did. I don't even know if we can still see that. Can we still see it? Where do we go? Trades. Let's go to review. Trade history. Completed. Oh, these are just mine. Interesting. Okay. So for the league, I have to scroll way up, and I don't know if I want to do all that right now. Can we go? How far do we got to go? We're going to have to go pretty far, probably. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Wait. Yeah, right here. This right here was crazy, dude. Between Joe Mama and Mick, look at this. This was a blockbuster trade before my Bijan trade. So first off, number 3 picked overall was Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay, and then Brock was picked I think 9 or 10. I can't remember, 9 or 10 in the first round. So Mick gives up Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay, so he's giving up Jahmyr Gibbs. Joe Mama is giving up Brock Bowers, Rashard Smith, okay, running back KC, right, rookie running back, and a 2026 first. So he's going to Brock, Rashard Smith, and a first for Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, what? Now listen, I'm not high at all on tight ends, so I have zero interest in Brock. I haven't drafted Jahmyr Gibbs in any of my leagues, so I'm not huge on Jahmyr Gibbs. But that to me is just like, what? I don't know. That was just crazy. So put your thoughts in the comments if you guys want on that one. That one's very interesting to me. This one kind of ticked me off here about the Devon Achane. I really wanted Devon Achane. I really wanted a running back, so it could have been Devon Achane, maybe even James Cook. I did some deals on him, and at the last minute I ended up pulling out because I don't know. I don't think he's going to be able to live up to what he did last year. Obviously, that was kind of a fluke. But he is with Josh Allen, so who knows? But I ended up pulling out of that deal. But I wouldn't have minded gotten Achane. I'm glad I didn't. I'd rather have Bijan, who I have now. Everything works out for a reason. First and foremost, all the glory to God. But everything works out for a reason. And I really wanted Devon Achane. Now Devon Achane's kind of hurt and whatever, but I would much rather have, in my perfect world, to run with Bijan and JT. I think JT is going to absolutely go bananas this year. So to have those two, Bijan and JT, is like, what? I got the number one quarterback in my mind, who I think is going to be the number one, is Josh Allen. My two picks that I really wanted was T. Law and Dak Prescott. I ended up getting both of them. My ripcord tight end was Mark Andrews, and I really wanted Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor was going to be my main guy here, but I wanted to get somebody there that could fill in the gap until, obviously, he's a rookie. We don't know what he's going to do. And he's got, Justin Fields over there. So, we're still kind of a work in progress, right, over there. So I tried to get I ended up getting Mark Andrews, Jatavian. Is it Jatavian Sanders? Jatavian, yeah. Jatavian Sanders, another great pick. I had Theo Johnson somewhere, and I think I lost him, right, in a trade. So I did part of my trade. How did I trade him away? Did I trade him? Where did he go? Was he part of that deal? How did I get rid of Theo Johnson? I don't know, but it was at Theo Johnson, I think, and somehow he ended up in a trade somewhere. Was it? Because it would have shown my trades here, right? Let me see. Trade review, trade history, completed. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, who's part of that deal? So Theo Johnson was part of that deal. Okay, I knew I had him. So I had Theo Johnson. Yeah. So I mean, it was a good deal all the way around. Theo Johnson hurts, but I got Mason Taylor. That's who I was targeting, anyways. I still got Gunnar Helm down here. We'll see what he ends up doing. So yeah. So it all worked out pretty good. But thank you guys for sticking around here. I gave you a little bit of a bonus there. I'll let you see some of the trades. I haven't even had a chance to talk about those in the live stream. But thank you so much for following along. Thank you so much for being a part of this on a Friday night going into a Saturday morning now. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the auction draft. We're going to do another one next week. We're going to do some more drafts coming up, as I showed you. So make sure you follow, like, subscribe, whatever platform you're on. Do all the things you need to do. Really appreciate that. And I absolutely cannot wait to draft with you guys again. Now, unfortunately, let me see here. See if I can pull it up. Let's see. Unfortunately, all of our LordScreen.com $5 redraft leagues, we just did one yesterday, actually. This one right here, I know it says join, but it is actually full. That is done. I need to update that. That league is done. But I highly recommend you jump on here and you join our get notified about new leagues. I don't know if we'll have any more new leagues this year for the $5 redraft leagues, but you can be at least in the running for when we do, possibly for next year. Dynasty Baller as well. Let me share that with you. So let's replace that with here. So Dynasty Baller, we're going to be doing the fourth. So we did the first league here. If you want to see the replays of the draft board, you can do that here. You can go over to dynastyballer.com and check it out. But we're going to be drafting this league on Monday. So this one goes on Monday. And then potentially we're thinking about doing a fifth. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I don't think we're going to have time. But if we do, I highly recommend, again, dropping your email in here, hit notify me. You will join on our list of notifications. We will keep you posted. So even if it's not this season, we'll let you at least know about any future next season stuff that we're doing. And then finally, if you're interested in learning a little bit about our flagship Dynasty League that we have going on, No Guts, No Glory, you can do that. All you have to do is go to No Guts, No Glory League.com and type that in. Oh, wow. I spelled it wrong. What did I do? No, I didn't do plural on guts. Here we go. Okay, so no guts, no glory dynasty league. You can see all kinds. You can see all of our settings, all the stuff that we have set up there. You can see some of our, our branding, our team branding, different teams that we have. You can join our Discord. You can see our payout structure. There's a $1,200 pot every year. You can kind of follow along our journey. You can see, you can watch the whole 7 day recap of the whole 7 day, 24 round slow draft that we did. You can see our draft board. You can see the all kinds of goodies here. So all kinds of stuff you can follow along with here. All of our social medias on there. You can follow, like, all that stuff. Stay in touch with us. But yeah, man, we love to do fantasy. Obviously, this is just football. I've already got a notification from Yahoo today saying, oh, they're starting now basketball. So basketball's up. I am in my, let's see if I can pull it up, for my baseball. This is the first year that I really did baseball. And we're not doing too bad on baseball. It's a different animal for sure. It's a different beast. This is my first league that I'm on. I'm in fifth right now, but I have been leading the power rankings the last, I don't know, like 30 plus days. So we're moving back up. I was getting absolutely demolished, but we might have a chance. I think we're gonna have a chance to make the playoffs for sure. So there's a chance there. These other ones, I'm like first, second, first, sixth, first, second, first. So we're doing pretty good. I did hit. This is my first year doing baseball. I did hit platinum level on the baseball, and my first year really doing basketball and hockey. I hit platinum on both of those. I won both my leagues. I came in third in my other hockey league. So I love to do fantasy sports. So jump in, man. Follow the stuff. Follow along. We're going to be doing all kinds of different drafts. So if you're a big fantasy freak, I love to do it. I love to do some money leagues as well. So if you're into that, we'll ball, man. We'll ball out. But yeah, man, it's all good. Appreciate everybody hanging around, and absolutely want to continue this. I would like to, man, if I get to diamond, dude. If I get to diamond this year, my very first year really doing baseball. If I get to diamond, that would be legit. Obviously, I'm diamond in football, but yeah, all good. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.